back to another Short and Sweet, where the reviews are short.
And it's really sweet that they shared it with us.
It's really sweet that Bulleit has shared their new Bottled-in-Bond with us. Pause for cork pop.
This is the first Bottled-in-Bond product to come out of Bulleit. It's non-age stated, but the press release says it's about 7 years old. So there's that. I think the suggested retail price is $55, so 7 years, $55. I mean, we've seen 7-year stuff go for more than that, so.
Yeah, well, it's Bottled-in-Bond, so we have to know when it was distilled, and it was distilled in spring of 2017, so yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
It's 7 years, yeah.
You can, do the math.
We
can connect those dots.
That's right. You can do math if you want to. And leave your friends behind.
Oh, geez. It's obviously 100 proof because it's Bottled-in-Bond.
Yeah, this is the first, oh, that's a little nutty. It's the first Bottled-in-Bond to come out of the Shelbyville, Kentucky Bulleit Distillery. So.
It's a, high rye mash bill, and you definitely get that on the nose.
Some earthiness.
Cinnamon, clove, an allspice, a little earthiness, a little nuttiness.
Yeah.
Brown sugar. There's something bright in there. It's almost a little lemony, but I don't know if that's quite it.
Yeah, some type of fruit, right?
Yeah. Reminds me of, zesting a lemon for a recipe or something. Gives me that nose.
I dig it. All right, to your health. Okay. High rye, yes. Confirmed.
Yes, confirmed high rye.
There's a lot of pepper, a little bit of cinnamon, rye spice there on the palate.
I also still get that little bit of lemon zest on the palate. Yeah, and a touch of earthiness, like we said. There's oak there, but it's not, it's about what you'd expect for this age statement. It's present, but it's in the background.
Right. As it kind of, evaporates off the tongue and it's working its way down into the chest feels, I do get that sort of lemon zest pop, but I think the headline is definitely the rye spice, earthiness, a little bit of oakiness and nuttiness, which
Chad likes.
Chad
likey.
Chad likey. Tommy want wingy.
Oh, geez. It has a nice texture. I think it's easy to drink. I mean, I don't want to go jump into, I don't know, maybe I'll take another minute with it before I give my big picture summary.
Yeah, agreed, because this was, as you saw, a fresh crack. We do want to let it open up in the glass, so we're going to give it 10 minutes or so. And while we wait, we want to tell you about our home on the internet. Guess what? It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the t-shirt, the Fueled by Whiskey, because, let's be honest, we are.
He is.
The hat that I'm wearing, the Glencairns we're drinking from. In fact, our water glasses over there. I think either one of us taken a drink of water yet. We need to do that in this break. Bottle cut candles, hoodies, because it's cold out there. You need to stay warm.
Still cold.
All that and more. That's always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. We'll be meeting up with some patrons this month in New Orleans when we're down there for the New Orleans Bourbon Festival. But, that's only once a year. Patrons also get access to our barrel picks, discounts on that merch Chad was talking about, and more.
Okay, and we're going to let it sit here for a little bit longer.
10 minutes later.
And we're back. It's been around 10. Let's see what's happened in the glass. Pretty much the same nose, yeah.
Now that it's been sitting with that lemon zest note that's on the nose, there's a little bit of floral in there too, I think, which is kind of nice, with the spice and there's some oak and the lemon zest and floral. I don't know, I kind of like it. Again, for something that's been proofed down to 100, that I, assume is going to be readily available on the shelf, I like it when there's some layering in there.
For sure. More earthiness, if anything, as it's sort of opened up in the glass. Of course,
especially towards the finish.
Yeah, we're also more used to it. This was our first bourbon of the day. I do feel like, though, the rye spice is a little quelled, a little bit more in the, normal, normal experience way. But yeah, the earthiness, that citrus that we keep talking about is there, but it's not the headliner, it's the opening act. Yeah, pretty decent mouthfeel, pretty decent finish.
I like the mouthfeel.
A good hug for 100 proof. And yeah, mouthfeel is good, especially for a 7-year. Now, the price, $55, I was here in 2025, I think a 7-year at 100 proof that also carries a Bottled-in-Bond designation, the most regulated section of whiskey, is a decent price, especially from Bulleit, the brand, who tends to, be in the more reasonable area. The only thing I could think to compare it to was the Heaven Hill.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Also 7-year Bottled-in-Bond. We all know the 6-year that used to be $15. Of course, those days are gone.
Those days are long gone.
Bye-bye.
Long gone.
So,
and they're not coming back anytime soon.
So with it, there for a while, it you would find it for a higher price at stores, but now finally it is corrected. It has gone down to
things have settled.
Yeah, its retail price, and you can normally find it for around $45 to $50. So that's just a little. That's just a little bit cheaper than this guy.
Ooh, interesting. That might make a good drink this or that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Both bottled in bonds, both from, big distilleries.
Both 7 years.
Both 7 years, both,
Around the same
around
price.
$50. A little more, a little less, but yeah, that could be a good, do you want to save the extra $10 or is it worth it? I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, we'll see. But just talking about this guy right now, I do think this is probably one of my more favorite Bulleits.
I would agree with that statement. I also think that this would make a good utility bottle. I will say, note that if you're not into the rye spices, it's not super rye heavy, but it definitely is predominant flavor. This one might be a try before you buy, but I think because of the rye spice, we're obviously sipping it neat. I think it could stand up because of the 100 proof and the rye spice to a little bit of water, a cube of ice, or if you want to put this in a cocktail, I do think it would come through. At $55, we're getting into the do we mix, do we not mix territory. I think you should do whatever you want. But I think it would be a good utility bottle if you're interested.
I agree. Well, hey, that's where we better leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos, and they're down here, and we hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Bulleit. Until next time, drink more bourbon.